What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I'm out here getting some of my 10,000 steps in, but I'm gonna take a little bit of a break and sit and kick it with y'all for a second. It's a pretty good day. As always, it's been great days lately. A lot of times the day is what you make of it. So if you're thinking like, man, every day is a good day for you, you're not exactly wrong, because in many cases the day is what you make of it. But let's get into the topic at hand. It's Jasmine Crockett. And I know it's gonna be some sisters in the comments that's gonna be a little mad at me because she's a black woman and you are simply not allowed to ever hold black women accountable. We can hold black men accountable every day, all day, but the moment you're critical of a black woman, you hate black women, you're a misogynist, you came from a black mom, you're always bringing down black women. No, we all have to be held accountable. You don't get a pass because of melanin and what you have in between your legs. So we have a situation where Governor Abbott, he is in a wheelchair. He's paralyzed. He had a tree fall on him when he was in his 20s. And honestly, I didn't know that about him for a long time. I found that out about him a few years back, because whenever I would see him, it wouldn't be in a wheelchair. It'd be like, I guess, like the torso up. And if he was sitting, well, obviously, right? But he was sitting in a regular chair. You couldn't tell that he was in a wheelchair. So he's done a very good job of, kind of like having that out there, but not really advertising it all that much. So Jasmine Crockett, who is in the same state as him, she's not like me. She knows better. And she made a jab at him being in a wheelchair, calling them Hot Wheels. And that didn't play very well. You have people on the left that didn't really appreciate that, which is the people who it's coming from is surprising. Van Jones, he's one of the more sensible people on the left, especially when it comes to pointing out the things that led to them losing the election. He's one of the more reasonable over there on that side. He was being critical of her saying this, basically saying this is not okay, and it's not a good look. He's not a fan of her with the cursing that she does either. The whole ghetto Isha look that she's doing, he's not a fan of it, and I'm not either. So when I made a video before saying that she's perpetuating a very negative stereotype of black women, I had a lot of black women in the comments that had an issue with me saying this, which I didn't understand, because when people claim that black women are these things, y'all take issue with it. And so here you have a woman in a space where eyes are on her, and she's portraying the very negative stereotype that you claim not to like. And when I say I don't like that for you, because she doesn't represent me, she's not a black man, she's a black woman, I say that I don't like her portraying that image for black women, you have an issue with it. It doesn't make sense. You can't say you hate this stereotype, but then be upset at me for saying I hate it too. But that's where it was, man. The ghetto Isha stereotype that she portrays, I'm not a fan of it at all. I never will be a fan of it. And the logic of black women not liking it, but me as a black man not liking it, it being okay for you as a black woman not to like it, but me as a black man not liking that for you, there's an issue. Miss me with that, man. You're not gonna make sense out of something that's nonsensical. But then The women on The View, and this is really what was shocking to me, the women on The View, because we know that they're raging liberals and also raging feminists. So here was an opportunity for them to fall into their usual pattern of behavior, where if it's a woman, and especially a woman of color, they just defend her behavior no matter what. They wasn't rocking with that. They did not like Whoopi Goldberg. She did not like her making fun of his condition, him being in a wheelchair. She was very sympathetic of that. And that's what I'm saying. There's a human element here that goes beyond left and right. I mean, certain things, it's just, come on now. You have to tap into humanity. It doesn't matter that your politics are different. He's a human at the end of the day. I don't know if Whoopi knows anybody personally that's suffering from something like that, but she wasn't rocking with that at all. Joy Behar, she wasn't condoning it, but at the same time, she's like, but Trump. No, man, no, there is no but Trump. Because when Trump made fun of somebody years ago, I don't even remember who it was. I think it was like a reporter or something. When Trump made fun of this guy, which I didn't think that was right at all, they were livid about it. All right, they were absolutely livid about it. So you claim to be above that stuff. So you can't at one point claim to be above that stuff while then making excuses for someone from your own camp doing it. If you're above it, you're above it. Don't be like, oh, but Trump. No, there is no but Trump. You're either for that behavior or you're not. Sunny Hostin, she was also shocking. Like Whoopi Goldberg, she did not like that. She was not feeling that at all. And unlike me, who learned about Greg Abbott's disability, a few years ago, she was just now learning about it with this situation. She did not like that. I was shocked too. Again, I don't know if she knows somebody personally that's in a wheelchair, but she wasn't liking that. Now, you messing up when the Democrats, your own base, are looking at what you said about someone from the other side of the aisle, and they like, this ain't it. You messing up. And a lot of people want her to apologize, but I can tell you right now, she's not gonna apologize. She's not gonna apologize for this. She released some statement that really wasn't an apology. She was kind of like, oh, she wasn't talking about him being in a wheelchair. She was talking about somehow he buses migrants to sanctuary cities or whatever. Nobody believes that. Like, nobody believes that. People accept it, and the people who accept it are people who don't care that she made fun of Greg Abbott. But everyone else is just like, come on now, man, don't insult our intelligence with this. You're too intelligent and too accomplished of a woman to come with something that low IQ and to expect us to buy into it. But here we are. I personally, if it were me, I'd go ahead and issue an apology for it. I think that her issuing an apology about this would be very powerful. I think that the popularity on the left that she's so desperately trying to gain, I think that would shoot her into the stratosphere in terms of being more popular and just being a front runner on future political aspirations. But I don't think she's going to do that. I think she's a bit too prideful for that, and she's going to continue to, pretend like she never meant that at all. A reporter confronted her, asking her about it, and she gave the usual Isha sass, and it's just unfortunate. So I have nothing against Jasmine Crockett personally. This is a woman that I think has done well to get to where she is. I just wish that she would represent black women in a more positive light. You guys say, oh, you came from a black mother, you got a black grandmother, this and that. Yes, absolutely. And you know what? My grandma, if she was still here, my grandma would be absolutely embarrassed by that type of behavior. She would be like, what is wrong with her? And my mother, I don't even have to ask my mother what her views and opinions are about that. My mother, which I'm gonna see her later on today, But if I were to ask my mother about her, if she knows who she is, if I show her just a clip of the way she curses and carries on, I can tell you my mother's not gonna rock with that. Women of previous generations, they don't like that ghetto Isha stuff. So, And younger women don't really like it either. They're just too afraid to speak out against it, because the left, if you aren't 100% in line with the hive mind wants, what the hive mind is pushing, you get ostracized. They go after you. I mean, look at the way they're acting with the whole Tesla situation. They're attacking their own for simply driving a Tesla. I'm gonna leave it there, man. You guys get where I'm coming from real good on this one, I'm sure. I'm gonna go ahead and get to stepping again. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.